Hello.
Really? That again? Okay.
I thought it was better than last time.
It was a little bit, but you know. Hi!
Hello and welcome to Monty's Fringe Theatre. I'm Craig.
I'm Alex.
And this week we thought we'd do, as our channel's fairly new, we'll do a little bit of a get to know your hosts.
Sounds good to me.
Craig.
Alex, pleased
Nice
to meet you.
you.
What we're going to do is a series of quick fire rounds about our experiences in theatre. So essentially, we're going to have some basic questions, and then we're also might be having some questions we might not want to answer, in which case we'll be introducing this.
A hat.
Yes, a hat, but it's called the Hat of Silence.
I thought it was a tricorn.
Yeah, it's a tricorn, but for this particular purpose, it's the Hat of Silence.
Are you going to have some editing graphic of ooh, the hat of silence?
So when you wear this hat,
yeah,
you don't have to answer that question, but you do have to look ridiculous in a tricorn.
I've seen you look much more ridiculous than that hat. But I guess they don't know that, do they?
No, they don't know that. So this is fine.
We've both looked far more ridiculous, to be fair.
We have, but that's potentially for the beginning of this episode about how we recount the tales of how ridiculous we've been, or we can take the Hat of Silence. The only stipulation, and this is what we must stick to, if someone takes the hat, the other person must answer the question.
Right.
It's a bit of jeopardy. You up for it?
Give it a go.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Let's go.
See how we get on.
Right, so hat is off. Let's go with the basic questions.
Right. Okay, so yeah, the basics. First show you ever performed in?
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to take the hat for that one. Are you on about the first show I've ever performed in ever, or the first show I've ever done it as an amateur dramatics, do you think?
See, these people get to know this about you. I've literally just read it word for word, and you're asking me, what do I mean? I'll repeat the question in case you didn't understand it. You're picking it apart again. Ready?
Yeah.
First show you ever performed in.
Okay.
There's no more than that. 6 words.
The first show I ever performed in was my, it was my nativity play at primary school, and I was the bishop.
Bishop.
Yeah. I was a bishop.
Was you?
Yeah.
I think I was typecast at my nativity.
Oh, yeah.
I was a wise man.
Okay.
Shut up. I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you bring? Gold, frankincense, myrrh?
Gold.
Gold, obviously.
Obviously.
All right. And so, question to you: what was the first play you ever was in?
Well, the first show I ever performed in.
Oh yes.
I had a great uncle called Uncle CJ.
Okay.
And when I say great, he was great by both definitions. He was great as in a great uncle, but he was also my mother's uncle.
Right.
We used to go on holiday and for the family and stuff when I was 3-4 years old.
Yeah.
He used to be quite a bit of an amateur sort of stand-up comic. Really, he was the life and soul of the party.
Okay.
And he used to do a little couple of little gags, and then he used to start the line off by saying, "Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce my little brother." The joke being there's about a 70-year age gap between us.
I like it.
And then after I'd behind a curtain, in the front room or something, I'd come out and he'd tell me to bow, and then we'd sing a little what he would refer to as a ditty.
Okay.
Maybe one day I might, when we get to 100 subscribers, I might perform them for you.
I'd like to see that.
Still know it word for word. But yeah, that apart from the nativity, where I was, like I say, typecast, that my little 2-man shows with my great uncle CJ. What he used to do was they'd all get home from work, and like my grandparents, my great aunt and uncles, they'll all ascend upon my nan's house for some reason. Same as my dad, but me and my mum would be waiting there. And then as soon as they get in the door, we had a ritual. I was only like 4 or 5 years old, where we would go drive round the block, just me and my uncle, and we would do these. It was almost like rehearsal time, really. We'd go around and just sing these ditties. I remember it really like it was. I used to badger him until they'd say, "Let him have a cup of tea first." He's just got in from work. He was a stonemason in up London, and and he used to take me. He used to drive me around. So yeah.
All right.
It was great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not
to bring it down or anything, but just to give you an idea of, we would literally perform anywhere. My nan was terminally ill with cancer in hospital.
Yeah.
And you've got like the curtain that goes around the wall, like around the bed.
Yeah.
He'd have me stand behind that, and she couldn't speak because her treatment was quite severe at that point.
Yeah.
But he'd have me stand behind that and do the whole, I'm going to introduce my little brother routine, and I'd come out and bow behind that curtain and perform for the other people on my nan's ward, and a couple of the nurses and stuff. So
I love that.
yeah,
I
don't personally remember that, but that's from what family members tell you. But we toured, really, you could say. We did it in Gran Canaria on holiday.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I like it. No,
100 subscribers. I'll do a little medley for you.
I want to see one of these. I've never seen one of these before.
I'll come out behind the curtain and bow and everything.
I want the bow. I want the ditty. I want the lot. So yeah.
God bless you. God bless you, Uncle CJ.
Yeah, 100. Yeah.
Right. So, role you wanted versus role you actually got. Alex, I don't know how long we can make this video, but the sun will set at some point, so maybe brief this, because we've both got quite a few to say.
Many of these. Right, okay. I'm not going to take the hat.
You're not going to take the hat?
Are you going to take the hat? So, because I chose first on the hat, so you get to choose next on the hat.
Oh, yeah, you did, yeah. Do you know what? I will, just because you've got quite a few to say about this. So
tactical.
You've got quite a few to say about this. So yeah, fire away, sir.
By the way, I bought that hat incidentally from a market with a guy with questionable dermatitis on his hair. Just
really?
Just FYI. What else do you think I'm bold? Anyway,
it explains a lot.
You've taken the hat.
Right.
Okay. The one part that I wanted versus the part I got has to be the first show I ever did for local theatre, and it was a musical, and it was Toad of Toad Hall.
Right.
I auditioned for Toad because I wanted Toad, and I got Clerk of the Court. And shall I tell you why I got Clerk of the Court? Because I spoke like this, and put on an effeminate accent. And apparently it was so good that they couldn't see anyone else doing that role other than me. So I kind of shot myself in the foot because I spoke like this for the whole audition instead of doing a Toad proper. I thought I did a very good Toad, but apparently I did a better effeminate bloke. Right, next question.
Next question. Right. The moment you realised, oh no, I love theatre now.
Oh my God, I love this, is when we were doing our tech rehearsals. We'd all just got in, we were all getting ourselves ready, and I took a tour of the stage and looked out across the sea of empty seats. And I thought, yeah, you know what, I'm going to love this, because there it was. There they were. There were going to be people in those seats watching me do my thing and paying actual money for me to be an arse. I don't know whether anyone else gets that, but for me and my massive ego, and it's huge, like up there. I mean, yeah. I thought this is the biggest thrill I can ever achieve in my lifetime. And that's when I thought, oh no, I love this.
Yeah.
And it also is the reason why I still keep going back to said productions, even though I don't get the parts that I want. I still go back and say, yeah, I'll go do it, because I love the stage. It was a feeling of being on the stage. For me.
Just love being in the space, whether it's on stage, backstage, side of stage, in the audience. I can't really describe it really. It's just almost like a magical element to it. It's always been there, and a bit like you said, really, like you do a show and you think, oh, that was a lot of work, all those hours, all that commitment, and it's a little bit of that's, I guess why they call it the bug, because you do the one and you think, oh, I'll have a break now, and then you hear of what's coming up or what maybe another group's doing or what the next production is, and then you're in it that again, then, and it starts to cycle all over again.
You chase it.
Yeah,
you end up chasing it.
Yeah, chasing the
buzz, chasing the high, chasing the thrill.
It's definitely a bit of a drug.
It is a bit of a,
and I'm sure other people that are like us as passionate amateurs and then even professionals, they probably understand that really to a certain extent. Yeah. Okay, it's an interesting one. Favorite seat in an auditorium.
Oh, well, you had choice for... I had choice for hat last one. Hat for you or hat for
No, I don't think so.
I'm going to take the hat on this one because
okay,
potentially could be controversial.
Okay.
So,
favourite seat? I mean, I don't think... probably thinking of... My wife and I went to the West End a few years back and watched Phantom of the Opera, and we watched a matinee, and we were lucky enough to be 8 rows from the front. So, spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen Phantom of the Opera, but when the chandelier takes off and it swings out into the front of the stage, it didn't come as far back as row 8, but it was close enough, so I got the full effect of it sweeping out and then taking off. That was probably my favourite seat, really. But yeah.
Take it off now.
Yeah, you can. This is the last question of the basics.
Okay.
Pre-show ritual you pretend you don't have.
Oh, have I got choice of hat on this one? I have.
No, I have.
Oh, you have. Yeah. Are you taking the hat or not?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't. Why is it that I'm going to get all... I know what he wrote these questions, by the way, and he's wrote them in the order. And we came up with this concept. I mean, literally...
you came up with the concept.
Well, yeah, but then when I told him the concept, he then wrote this thing down, and I know what's going to happen here. I'm going to get all the embarrassing questions.
That's just... I can't believe you think that of me. All the years we've known each other. As if I would do that to you. Pre-show ritual.
Pre-show ritual.
You pretend you don't have.
Oh, I pretend I don't have. You're right. So pre-show ritual, I pretend I don't have.
So basically, a pre-show ritual you do have.
Yeah, and I pretend I don't. Yeah, because I'm a normal, sane human being. Okay. Don't judge me. Yeah. I must, and I mean must, before every show, sit down with a iPod or tune on a phone with a pair of headphones of some description. I pick a song that is relevant to my character. Doesn't necessarily have to be the same one, but it's always some kind of show tune, or it's always some kind of like deeply emotional tune of some description, either completely relevant to the character or completely irrelevant to the character, so it gets me fired up. And I have to, and I repeat, have to A, listen to it and then dance around the changing room or dressing room to that song until it's finished. And then I can start the production. And you don't know that. I come in early to make sure no one sees it, because who wants to see this dance? Yeah.
I genuinely thought you were going to say something almost embarrassing, but I think that's absolutely brilliant.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's embarrassing or shameful at all. I genuinely think that's yeah. I've never heard of anyone. I'm sure other people do, but I've never heard of anyone doing stuff like that. I mean, yeah.
Always said I don't do it. do it every time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether I'm having a bit of a boogie in the seat or whatever it is. I do it every time. I find a track or something to the person. I did it in a production where I was playing a guy in love with another cast member, and I used Sam Smith's "Writing on the Wall" by James Bond for the James Bond theme for the thing to get me into the character of the person who is essentially going to love someone and lose it all. And that was the whole of
and if it works for you as well, that's the important bit, isn't it?
It's also a bit embarrassing, but
No, I don't think so at all.
Fringe!
May the force be with you. Oh, yeah. Silence.
No, my reason why I chose Spotlight is because I am a stage whore, and I just love it. I honestly like having all the attention.
I'm getting it on a t-shirt.
Funnily enough, I'm a stage whore.